coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Gets around him, and not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. At the 21-yard line. Now they'll change things up. They're looking to throw. Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Bears defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Penix. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Brings up 3rd.
Now Penix. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got that complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
To the air, Penix. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McKenna. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to put a drive together. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. By the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
Jackson. This is caught by Anderson. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lamar changing the play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll give him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 7. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. No gain on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing it to a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive and come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll work down inside the 45. Second and 6.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards there on the line, first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lining up for the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Second and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Lane. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. blocked at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCullough. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st down, Chicago.
Now Lamar changing the look. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
So people playing defense in this one is a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Jackson. Touchdown Bears! And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Lions 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw, Penix. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here is third and quite a ways. Operating from the gun, Penix. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
And it's third down.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 18 on
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brings up second down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion right is Addison. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked at each other's eyes and realized what they got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll throw with Penix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Penix working out of the gun here. Finding Walker, complete. And he tests this one again for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Pierce has it knocked loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you're brave for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Here's Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At the 32-yard line.
No, we changed it. Hey.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Bears.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, second and 7.
No, we changed it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hey, report. Hey, middle. You at X. Sit on.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Looking to throw. Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Definitely a hiccup in the operation there, and that is going to come up short, no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Walker with a grab, left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. Ashton Jeanty, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Bears 21. Mitch Wishnowsky sets the kickoff.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out, try to get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increased. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Jeanty. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Penix. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Ashton Genty, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Bears 21.
Here is Wisnowski to put it away following the touchdown. And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 26 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now Jackson. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Three timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks Looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to Hill. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air, Penix. And Walker has it. And he will have the Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Lions, first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Lions, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.